sometimes I'm so full with whatever I'm full with, and I need a reminder why I'm so full with it. And then I say, hey, yeah, things are happening, things were happening, and things are still happening. And my life is weird, I know that. It's really weird, it's surely really weird. But as weird as it gets, and as weird as it is, what I can say to it is, hey, you know, no need to smile. At least not for others. The best thing to do is to just continue and to move on. Now I have a problem because I'm still, in certain ways, incredibly stuck. And I wish it weren't so, but it is. And so I have to deal with it. And so occasionally I talk about these things and I say, hey, people, this is me, Christopher, speaking. I'm somewhere where you may never be, but that's okay because you are where you are and you'll go where you'll go. And when you're there, you have to make your choices. And then you say, hey, do I want to jump down this bridge just for the shot? Or just so that I can be able to say that I jumped down the bridge? Or do I want to live another day without all the hectic thrill, right? Am I gonna be more like mellow? You know, just like mellow down. Like take it easy a little and then just come back the next day and just say, yeah, I skipped the bath. I just went for the hot sauna. And then they'll say, yeah, I get it. And you say, me too. And then you'll feel a bit of shame, you know, just a little bit, but you know that it's there, and you just say to yourself, because they know, no need to explain, I'm just saying it here, so that you know that, you know, they'll know, and so that ultimately, basically you know that that's just life. You'll get older, you'll appreciate life more. And as you'll appreciate life more, you say to yourself, was it really necessary to take all these drugs? Or could I just like rile it down a little? And that's what I've been doing now. I've been saying no to all these things that I always said yes to in the past. And then you think, shit, I think I got older. Well, that's terrible. Well, that's just life. Hey, the older I get, the more experience I'll have, and the higher I'll be just from living. Just by being in the moment and breathing. No need for all these things anymore, right? I can just have it and then see where it leads. And it's a bitch. I'm just saying, it's a real bitch. Because I'm still in love, and I'm still sick with jealousy. I think that's normal. And I'm still walking around, right? This is the first time I've left my hometown since 2 years or something. And this is the first time, and I'm super paranoid I'll bump into her, right? Whoever it is that breaks your heart, right? Doesn't matter who it is. It's just whoever you want it to be. And then you walk around and you say, I'm super paranoid. And I hope I won't meet her. I mean, you hope you will meet her, but you hope you won't meet her. And then her becomes she with another man, right? Because that's the real problem. It's not that you're gonna bump into her, because if you would bump into her and she'd come around the corner and be like, I've been looking for you everywhere because I know telepathy. I knew I'd find you here. Right, I mean, that's the version you want to meet. The version you don't want to meet is, you know, the one that married someone else and holds his hand and stuff. So yeah, that's a really tough one. I just got you there, I know. I just got myself there the past couple of days. Ever since I left the car, paranoia swarming all over me. So I'm gonna turn this off now. I'm just gonna say, right, that's life, still life, and it's still gonna be life. Whether or not you decide. I mean, it's probably the pain that makes it so realistic. And that too makes no sense, of course. It's just that suffering does create a certain intensity that makes it more real than you'd wish it ever be. And the distant tremor of voices is sending me back to the place where this finger comes terribly close to the record button and says, you know, you just gotta live it, just gotta love it, and then you just gotta let go and see where it all leads. And I'll tell you in another 10 years or so, and no matter how long it'll be too long anyway. And that's what I'll say for the rest of my days in the desolated island of myself.
How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws.
Hey, what?
How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale?
Hey, what?
How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws,
Hey, what?
and welcomes
what?
little fishes in
what?
with gently
what?
smiling jaws.
Hey, what? Hey, what? Hey, what?
How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws,
Life of an addict.
and welcomes little precious with gently smiling jaws.
Yeah.
How doth
Ain't
the
that
little
funny?
crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour
life
the
of an
waters of
addict.
the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcomes little
that
fishes
funny?
in with gently smiling
Life
jaws.
of an addict.
Where's the precious? How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden
that funny?
scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin,
Life of
how
an
neatly
addict.
spreads his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws.
Yeah, ain't that funny?
How doth the little crocodile
Life of an
improve his
addict.
shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws,
Ain't that funny?
and welcomes little fishes in
Life of an
with
addict.
gently smiling precious? How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail,
ain't
and
that
pour the
funny?
waters of the Nile on every golden scale?
Life of an addict.
How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws.
Life of an addict.
How doth the little crocodile scale. How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcome little fishes in gently smiling jaws. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour the waters of life on every where's the precious? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcome little fishes in with gently smiling jaws.
Life of an addict.
Where's the precious? How doth the little crocodile improve his shining